As you can see, not a whole lot of ingredients. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and go right over them. I'm gonna start off by showing you guys this right here. Look, all 4 of these seasonings right here, these are in 1/4 teaspoons. You got a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and then you got a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. You guys can see it right there. Let me get it a little closer so you can see. Then we got paprika. Now look, this look like a lot of paprika. Really want to put some color inside of this. You know what? I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to sprinkle it on, and then we're going to look at it. You know, and then we can determine, you know, what we want to do if we want to add something later. We got garlic powder and dried oregano. We got a cup of Parmesan shredded cheese right here. This right here is parsley that I'm gonna cut up. I took it out so it can dry out a little bit. You know, I like it just to be just a little bit on the dry where it's not so wet. I'm gonna go ahead and just mince that down. And then for the fettuccine, this is the brand that I'm using right here. This is 1 pound. So you guys can see. You guys know what fettuccine look like. You get a chance to see anyway. And then also we just gonna cook this just the way the instructions say. That's the only thing we're gonna do. We're gonna follow the instructions, make it, and then, you know, have it ready. Shrimp. This right here is extra large shrimp. I went ahead and used it all because listen, it's a chicken and shrimp fettuccine. So you got that there. These have already been peeled. Let me see. They've already been peeled and deveined, as you can see. And then I went ahead and just removed the tail. Now, we got 1 cup of chicken stock. We got some kosher salt. Then we got 2 cups, which is 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. And this right here, we're gonna do it all right here in my crock pot. Super easy. Let's get started. Okay, getting ready to get started. Look, real simple. All of our ingredients as far as our seasonings go, we're gonna put that inside of there, but we're gonna start with the chicken broth. Now, one of the things that you should love about, you know, crock pot videos and recipes is that you can just put it all in there and they just like dump and goes. This one is gonna be a little differently, you know, a little different because we're gonna have to cook our noodles and we're gonna do it separately. Now remember I said we just gonna add just a little bit. You know what I mean? This is for a little color. I held some back. We'll find out. If we like the color at the end, we won't add no more. And if we think it needs a little bit more tint to it, then we'll add some more to it. Now, you just wanna go ahead and just stir it up. I gotta tell you this right now off the back though, you can smell it. Hey, this combination of seasonings right here, this does it, folks. It's gonna make you almost wanna just like, you know, hurry and put your meat in here so you can get yourself, you know, something stewing. Now, what we wanna do is we wanna go ahead and we're gonna put our chicken breast inside of this. And then we're gonna make sure, I wanna show you one thing right now. Let me do it this way. As you can see, it's not a whole lot, because remember we only used a cup. So when we put the breast inside, we're gonna put it down on one side, move it around, then we're gonna flip it over just to make sure that they got that seasoning on both sides. Now, what I was showing you was, you can see it only covers it so much. So what we want to do is, once we got it coated on that side, then we're just gonna flip it over, move it around. This way we can ensure that we got coating on both ends, you know, on both sides of it. Okay, and then the one ingredient that you guys didn't see, which I apologize, here it is right here. This is 1 small onion diced. I put this in the refrigerator and left that in there, you know, just trying to get everything prepared. But you just want to go ahead and add this also. Now we'll just move these around, put these on top. Believe me, it's gonna cook down and then it's gonna be nice. Now, listen, we're gonna cook this on high. We're gonna do it for 3.5 hours. Now, if we cook it on low, we're gonna do it for 6 hours. Hey, either or, it doesn't make a difference, but for me, after smelling this, I know I'm gonna get it on high because it's gonna be tonight's dinner. Now, just go ahead and get your top, put it on, and then it's time to set the timer. Now, it's up to you, whether you're going low or you're going high, but whenever you're done, this is what it looks like right here. Now you want to go ahead and go to your refrigerator, get yourself your heavy whipping cream, and add your 2 cups or 1 pint, same thing, you know, to it. Then you want to get yourself 2 forks, and then it's shred time. Now you're going to get your shred on. Now you can shred it to whatever size shred you like. You know, some people like it to have, you know, more of a chunky taste to it, texture. That's up to them. Now, since we're done with our pasta, go ahead and add your pasta after you're done shredding. Super easy. Now you can see the liquid in there is, you know, still really like liquefied, but trust me, after you cook it and it cools, it thickens right up. Now go ahead and add your Parmesan cheese to it, just as you saw right there. That should have been your 1 cup. And you just want to like stir it around. I'm, you know, kind of like folding it in. I don't want to like beat my noodles up, you know. And don't forget, we're getting ready to go back and cook, cook a little while longer. So now I'll go ahead and get my shrimp. I add my shrimp to it. You just want to make sure you got shrimp throughout. And then I add the, the last little bit. I should have said this, listen, always add whatever you add and just in increments. I tried to do half. That was a little bit more than half, but you saw how I did it. Now you want to go ahead and add, the Parmesan cheese on top. And then that's that paprika. I actually use smoked paprika. I think if you want to stay true to like the Italian, type dish, you just want to use regular paprika. But I like that smoked paprika. And then right there, you saw me hitting it with that little garnish. Now, after finished cooking